cool.
Weird.
We're seeing Deadpool! Oh my gosh!
Think that wasn't yet.
My sister has it. Yes. It's you.
I know.
Wintertime here at Hogsmeade Village.
Lieutenant Dane,
Hello, Forrest.
you got new legs.
Titanium alloy.
Time for my summer sizzle. Cool as a cherry popsicle.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It's happening. It's dish time.
I've always wanted to do this in front of you.
Creating content that enlightens and lifts you up.
Dish, sir, dish.
Me at Splash Mountain. Just pepper these in here.
Hello, everyone. This is Kermit the Frog reporting live from the final showing of Muppet Vision 3D.
Right? God, I missed our daily dishes.
Yes, indeed.
You know, I really don't remember you being this opinionated.
Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the dish.
Hey. So, let's dish.
What do you want to dish about?
Anything you guys want. This is your time.
Welcome back, Fun Fam. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to Follow the Bradley's Fun, as you can see right there. My name is Ronnie Bradley. I hope that wherever you are, you're having a phenomenal day, Sunday, if you're watching this live, or any other day of the week if you're watching it on the replay. As of the recording of this, today is the 7th day of June in the year 2026. We are live right now at 5:10 p.m. Is it 5:10? Yeah, 5:12 now. 5:12 p.m. on Sunday, the 7th day of June, 6726. Yes, indeed. And if you're watching this on the replay, please do click the like down below. If you can hype it up, then hit the hype button. Or there could be a lot of people that are still watching, because I just released it at like 4:45, my Supergirl video. So maybe we'll have some people stroll in from there. Not released as a premiere. I released that to members of the channel a little bit early, so that channel members could check it out first. So if you are here and you are watching, it looks like there's 10 of you out there. Thank you for being here. Please do chat it up, because this is not your regular live stream. This is a community live stream. It means that if you are out there, if you are watching and you are in the chat, we rely on you because you are part of the show. Very, very important. I do see that my mom is out there right now. Hi, Mom. And Brew 1138 has chimed in. TVB Coach Ron, which is also really just me, but hello to myself. And yes, Dan's Life at the Kingdom says, well, since it passed $1 billion now, I'm concerned about the next film. Are you talking about the next Mario film? Do we have a name for that? I know Minecraft got a name. And then, of course, I see O2RR says hello to everyone. For those that are coming in, of course, this is a dish extra. This is not a normal scheduled dish. And the reason that we are doing this today, we're breaking in, is because it is breaking news. Big deal. So yeah, we're going to talk about it right here in just a minute. But I just want to thank everybody for being here. For those that are coming in, you're the apple in my eye, the cream in my coffee. You are the energon that gets this guy to transform and to roll out of bed to be here with you.
A toast, Autobots. Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel. Energy! This stuff's the greatest!
Ah, yes. Needs to hit a grand slam. I think it will. I don't know any reason why this one. You know, here's the funny thing, Dan. This is the best performing movie of the year. So let's jump right into it. Let me see. I got to make sure that everything is in line to do this first. And yes, indeedy doo da. It is the breaking news of the day. So if we can find it, let's get into it. Breaking news right out of the numbers of Super Mario Galaxy movie. That is this year's Mario movie 2026 has crossed the $1 billion mark, or at least is projected to for the weekend. Now, its opening weekend of $131.7 million. Domestic box office, pretty big. But here's what we're looking at. It has broken $1 billion at the international, the worldwide global box office, with a total, and I believe these are projections through Sunday, so that would be today, which means the final numbers haven't quite come in yet, but if it's projecting this, it's very likely to probably have hit or go over it. At the domestic box office, we have 428,528,000. Obviously, because of those 3 zeros, we know that it's a projection, not the final. International box office, 571,501,000. You add those up and you get $1,029,000. And so If we look into the further financial details, just click on that. I get nothing. That's what happens. I get nothing is what happens when you click on where. Or, how about if I hit details over here? Does that do anything? That does nothing. Also, yeah, it's really not doing anything. But if we scroll down, maybe we can find it. It was released on April 1st. Now think about that. It released April 1st, went through May 1st, June 1st, has taken all the way to this point in time in June to hit the $1 billion mark. It was released, the PVOD was released on May 19th, so it's already PVOD available at home. Yeah, it's I mean, I just what I'm having a hard time believing. So this is this year's first $1 billion movie, right? The first $1 billion movie of the box office year of 2026. It is hard to believe that we've gone this far into 2026, and we're just now getting to the point where we finally hit $1 billion at the box office for anything. That's crazy to me. Now, I was way off on the mark about this, meaning that I predicted that it would hit $1.5 billion. It's not going to hit $1.5 billion at the box office. It's not going to be $1.5 billion. But the fact that I was so far off on this, if this movie has to struggle to get to $1 billion over the course of 2 months, what does that mean for the rest of this year at the box office? See, here you have something that happened that's affected everything. Is what's going on in Iran, Straits of Hormuz, and the gas prices. The gas prices have affected everything. Now, gas prices are shooting down right now. I noticed that gas prices have gone here from about $4.30 a gallon down to about $3.50 a gallon. That's 80 cents a gallon, or over the course of 10 gallons, it's $8. People that fill up on every 2 or 3 days because of their work commute, look, when you're doing your budget, you're at home, prices of groceries go up, prices of shipping goes up when gas is bad. All of these things just skyrocket. When that happens, budgets have to adjust. And one of the easiest things to cut out of a budget is going to the movies. It's just really simple. When it's $15 to go see a movie, another $15 per person to buy snacks, and you're looking at $30 per person. Taking 3 people to the movies on average is going to be $90. Family, $100 a night at the movies. Now, we go to a discounted theater when we go, so we are typically paying. I think when we went to see Mario Galaxy, it was $5 each, or maybe it was free. It might have been free because I get free tickets. I get all that kind of stuff. So there are budget ways to do it. But for the most part, most people out there, if they're going to cut something from your budget and you're going to cut it quickly, you're going to cut going to the movies. It makes me wonder now, with gas prices coming down, that's going to affect the box office in a good way. Like more people will go out and go to the movies. But here's what's coming up. Think about the upcoming slate of movies that we have. You've got Supergirl, not looking great. Okay, honestly, not looking great. He-Man, people are liking He-Man, and it's not doing well at the box office. It's not enough of a draw. It's He-Man didn't stick around in the cultural zeitgeist, I think, like Transformers did, for example. So Transformers did well at the movies because, first of all, they released first live action number of years ago now, and just in the cultural zeitgeist, I think that Transformers had more of an impact than He-Man did back in the day. G.I. Joe was a franchise around a long time. I don't know if they're still making G.I. Joe movies, but G.I. Joe and He-Man, Masters of the Universe, those were cartoons that came on at the same time. I don't know how these things stick. What we have doing really, really well at the box office right now, and we'll be talking about this a lot more tomorrow because we might have more sufficient numbers tomorrow. But Scary Movie is doing really, really well this weekend, beating out He-Man for the #1 slot. And then there's a big movie. We'll be really getting into it tomorrow on the show when we cover the regular box office numbers. But what my older son and I saw, and I think we did a special on this, what was it called? Yeah, the circus, the Amazing Digital Circus, the last act. Let's check this out from the whole weekend box office numbers. I'm going to put this on the screen. Check this out. Check this out. Hopefully you guys can see the screen okay. Scary Movie #1, Masters of the Universe #2 at almost 30 million. Backrooms and Obsession still clocking in high. Now, Backrooms went down 68%, but Obsession only went down 7%. Those movies were made for like on a shoestring budget by YouTube people. And then also the third, fourth, and fifth position, all by YouTubers. The Amazing Digital Circus, the last act, beat out in only its third week, Star Wars, The Mandalorian, Grogu. Can you believe that? This is a one-time, one-off, one-weekend event, The Amazing Digital Circus, the last act, and it beat The Mandalorian and Grogu, came in #5 when a Star Wars movie, I mean, if this doesn't tell you that Star Wars is completely dead in the water, nothing will. Michael, the Jackson biopic, is still doing incredibly well. And when you look at Michael, and you look at Michael could hit $1 billion, which would be crazy for a biopic. I mean, 888 million worldwide. I think it's going to stick around in the box office. They'll certainly try to keep it in there, and it will. They'll go for $1 billion. But as of right now, all we have is Super Mario Galaxy movie that's hit $1 billion for the year. So that's it. That's all we've got, which is, I think, in a way, kind of nuts. But yeah, you guys will have to tell me, wow, your thoughts, and we'll go through your thoughts on Super Mario Galaxy movie being the first to hit $1 billion for the year of 2026, but also taking this long to get there. This one's hit a Billy, while I guess all Supergirl hits is a milli. Not $1 million, just a Millie Alcock.
Back to Super Chats.
You know, we love to celebrate you, and normally I would talk a lot about that in the beginning of a show. We haven't done that today. We are going to celebrate you because we do have a super chat. We want everybody to celebrate along with us. Super chat, super thanks, super stickers, PayPal, buy me coffee, spread shop, sales, anything like that. We love to celebrate here on the channel. Woofle McGruffle has chimed in for $5 a super chat for one of my favorite channels. Well, I'm so glad we're one of your favorite channels. Woofle, I need a favor, but I need a favor from everybody that's in the chat, because if you're here, we thank you so much. You're loyal, and we certainly appreciate that. But share this out on your social medias. Share this with your friends. Share this with your family. Share this with your enemies. That, if you don't, especially if you don't like me, please share it with your enemies. I love the chat. Everybody get ready to celebrate. You know how we do this in the chat. It's emojis. If you're a member of the channel, you got custom emojis. And if you're not a member of the channel, firework emojis, heart emojis, smiling face emojis, poop emojis, anything in the chat as we celebrate our good friend Woofle McGruffle. Let's all do the Woofle McGruffle Shuffle.
Woofle here. Join me. It's time for the Woofle McGruffle Shuffle. Because celebrating takes a bite out of crime.
Do the Woofle McGruffle Shuffle now. Make the gravity
And then I just want to let you guys know that I see chats on my chat window on my other screens that are not coming through properly to StreamYard. So I know that Freedom Seeker, you've got not just one, but two gifties out there, it looks like. If I'm seeing that correctly, at least one. Or maybe it just popped up twice in my chat on my screens. I don't know. But I've got that Shiro_Allen received a gifted membership from Freedom Seeker. Freedom, we appreciate you being out there today. And I think that is cause for celebration. All right, let's see what everybody has to say as far as chiming in. If I can, if StreamYard will let me and not be wonkiness. Let me see. We have, let me go back up here. We have Tom is here and he says, I'm saying hi from the neighbors having dinner, but wanted to hit the like and say hi. Well, bon provecho. Enjoy your dinner. O2RR says, Wolf and McGruffle, you missed today's special. $1.99 super chats count towards gold. That is true. But I mean, hey, if you want to jump in with $5, that's I appreciate it. Yes, all $1.99s and up do count towards the goal. And it's a short show today. Let me see what's going on. Can you even hear me? Hello. Yes. There we go. Okay. That's messed up. That is messed up. We don't know why. Let me see here. You know what I need to do? I think I'm going to start on my PayPal a special buy me a laptop fund. Won't be a GoFundMe. It'll be a PayPal thing. Donate $50 or more, and when I get 10, I'll get a really decent laptop. Could have separated my super chat into two for the goal. Oh, don't worry about that. It's all good. Still goes towards the goal. Yes, indeed. They added He-Man characters to Fortnite the other day. I haven't looked in my Fortnite. Yes, apparently they did. Freedom Seeker says, howdy, y'all. You're my huckleberry. It's taken time for Michael. That is true. Will Michael get to the $1 billion mark? We don't know. If they leave it out there, it might. Our enemies, we can share this with Wilton. I like Wilton. Wilton is not the enemy. Yeah, share it with Wilton. You guys don't be mean to Wilton. We like Wilton. He's got hair in funky places. And people are chiming in. Let's see. I hear you, Verizon Ron. I hear, yeah. Am I here? Yeah. It's a mess. Yes, indeed. A combination between StreamYard and Spectrum Internet and everything. I wish the tech was better. For the amount of money that I paid for everything that I have in tech, I really, really wish the tech was better. But these days, I think they want you to pay a lot more. By the way, speaking of paying for things, I do want to point out. Let me see if I can get this on the screen. We have something going on over at the Spread Shop right now, and I'm going to put it on the screen. Welcome to Follow the Bradley's Fun. This is our spread shop. I'm going to put the link in the comments. And there we go. There's the link. Okay, so now you guys have the link. If you copy that, or if you just click on that link, it'll take you to the spread shop. Right now, what's going on the spread shop? I'm going to double check. It should be. It's been there's 3 days left on the sale. Okay, 3 days left on the sale, and it is 20% off of everything. There it is, 20% off. So all you have to do is click on that redeem, and it'll give you 20% off all the prices when you go to check out. What do we have right now? Well, we have cool designs like the happy 250th anniversary. Just so you can see the design, you click on the design and you can see all the different products it's available on. You've got hats, you got t-shirts, long sleeve, short sleeve. I love the mug. Look at how cool is this? For only $17 minus 20%, by the way, you can have a happy 250th USA mug. Very, very nice. Probably have to get it myself. And look how nice the t-shirts look. By the way, they have increased the quality. I got a note from Spreadshop the other day. They increased the quality of their material that they're making it with. So it's even the quality has gone up. Look how nice this looks in the burgundy. In the burgundy, you can also get it in like a light blue, or you can get that's like, what do they call it? Mint heather gray. That looks nice. And of course, black. Black is always that classic look. All right. So let's see what all other designs do we have. Let's look at the designs. You have also, you've got Follow the Bradley's Fun, the family logo. Yes, if you would like to wear our family's picture around and have people question, what the heck is that about? Especially on the babies thing. I got to take the baby thing out. I don't mean to have it in there, but yeah, I mean, I put this in there. This I put in there the other day so that I could get it and I can just work out and I can sweat all over my own face on my chest. That guy's skinny though, man. That's a skinny dude. Let's go to the guy who's not skinny. But what I really love about all of the designs is how you can change the colors. There's a burgundy and like an army green, a darker army green, like a navy blue, all of the colors. You've also got, I believe, that'll just going back, the dish. We've got the design of the dish. So for people that are, if you want to advertise for us, this is a great one. The dish. Get the t-shirt, $32.49, and you take that down. It's actually like, what is that, $25 now with the discount? Wear that out and about. People will be like, what's the dish? What's Follow the Bradley's Fun? I see the YouTube symbol on there. And you like, just scan the back of the shirt, scan that thing, and then they'll subscribe to the channel. It's great. Yes, it is my advertising for me. So there you go. Self-promoting, because that's how we do. Because what choice do I have, really? O2RR has chimed in for $4.99. Happy to see Mario Galaxy hit 1 billion. I also predict Masters of the Universe will finish with a higher total than Mandalorian and Grogu. If word of mouth gets out, because I have heard, I've really heard, they're mixed. I'll be fair. I've heard mixed things about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. However, I have heard far more positives about Masters of the Universe than I have about Mandalorian and Grogu. Not to mention the fact that Mandalorian and Grogu will be on streaming as basically season 4 or season 3.5 of Mandalorian on Disney Plus in probably a few weeks. The fact that it came in number 6 and was beat by 3 YouTubers at the box office this week should tell Disney a whole freaking lot. Let's be honest with you. But as we're being honest, thank you for the super chat. O2RR. Let's celebrate my good friend O2RR. Thank you. Alrighty then. Bum, 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 bum. Something went wrong. Let's give it another shot. That was actually. Am I frozen? I'm looking at X right. I'm trying to look at Twitter right now. So if I'm frozen, it would not surprise me one little bit. I wanted to bring up, if I can find it, if my internet will work for me, that would be great. Now, I want to talk a little bit about, should we go to a little bit more dismal Disney news? The daily dismal, who does the dismal Disney news? Is that today's dismal Disney? I think that's Clownfish or whatever. But yeah, we have more what's looking like I'm gonna go with dismal Disney news. I think I might have hit the wrong button there, but yeah, let's say that if we're talking about good news or we're talking about bad news, I don't necessarily think this is the best.
What type of news is it? Well, to be perfectly frank, it's bad. Maybe if you tell me the bad news in a good way, it won't sound so bad.
The bad news in a good way.
Yes, I can do that.
Oh, well, here goes. Wait till you hear this.
I still love that clip. I don't care. I love that clip. Moana live action box office tracking. Ooh, this is it's not good. I don't even want to say it. Moana live action box office tracking mirrors Disney's struggling Mandalorian and Grogu. And struggling is probably the nicest way to put that. This is, of course, by our good friend Marvin Montanaro. Marvin, the movie monster Montanaro. I guess he's trying to ditch the whole movie monster thing, but now he is Marvin Montanaro out of thatparkplace.com. Bookmark it if you haven't done so yet. By the way, well, I've got some news about That Park Place. Just not sure. I just realized I'm not sure if I have permission to share it yet. I think that it should be, but anyway, I could give a hint. It has to do with South Carolina. But yeah. Anyhow, here it is. The Rock as Maui. The Rock is Maui in the live action trailer for Moana at YouTube Disney. It's so weird because the Rock lost a bunch of weight and then put on this fake bodysuit to play Maui, and then he looks kind of like an old woman. Disney live action Moana is tracking for an opening weekend between 80 million and 105 million, according to Box Office Theory. While some outlets will undoubtedly frame those numbers as a success, they look far less impressive when placed in context. Yes, folks, context does in fact matter. After all, this is not a new original film or a modestly budgeted family movie. This is Disney's live action adaptation of one of the company's most successful modern animated franchises. Yes, the original Moana became one of the most streamed movies in the world, while Moana 2 recently sailed past the $1 billion mark at the global box office. Under those circumstances, an opening weekend the same range as The Mandalorian and Grogu should raise serious questions about audience interest. Moana is tracking in the same range as The Mandalorian and Grogu, according to Box Office Theory. Moana is currently tracking for a domestic debut between $80 million and $105 million, with a pinpoint forecast of $92 million. Go to Kelsey and make your bet today. I don't advertise. I don't really recommend that, actually. No financial recommendations whatsoever. Those numbers are noteworthy because they place the film in roughly the same range as Disney's The Mandalorian and Grogu, which failed to reach $100 million during its opening frame and quickly became one of the studio's biggest theatrical disappointments in recent memory. Oh no, that's no bueno. What makes the comparison even more concerning for Disney is the likely budget disparity between the two films. The Mandalorian and Grogu reportedly carried a production budget of approximately $166 million, while Disney has not revealed an official budget for Moana of Motunui. There you're not. The company's remake history suggests the live-action adaptation could be substantially more expensive. Disney's recent live-action remakes have routinely carried production budgets approaching or well beyond $200 million. Aladdin reportedly cost $183 million. Mulan around $200 million. The Little Mermaid approximately $250 million. Ouch. The Lion King roughly $260 million. That one made its money back. With Moana featuring extensive visual effects work throughout nearly every frame, it is difficult to imagine Disney producing the film for substantially less than $200 million. If that proves to be the case, then matching the opening weekend performance of The Mandalorian and Grogu becomes an even more troubling sign. That's non bueno. Non buenas tardes, mentes compas. Oh no. I'm sorry, I have to put this on the screen. That's hilarious. I wonder if they will ever do a Head and Shoulders tie-in with The Rock wearing that wig. Oh my gosh. That is funny stuff. Yeah. I don't know, man. Moana live action. What do you guys think is going to happen with that? I think that my wife said she wants to go see it. And I love the Moana music. I am still people say that Aulani Carvalho could not have played live action Moana now because she has aged out. But considering digital effects, now I know that there are two particular reasons they would not have wanted the current Aulani Carvalho to play the live-action young girl Moana. Two very, let's just say, on Aulani Carvalho in particular, two very prominent reasons up front, if you will. However, I just feel like with digital editing and other things, she should have played the part. Her face looks incredibly young. And honestly, she just because the kind of face that she has, her facial shapes, she actually looks a little bit younger in the face than the girl who's actually playing the live action Moana. But I understand why they didn't want her to if like costuming could have been an issue, height could have been an issue. But Maui they dropped the ball. If they're gonna put The Rock in a suit the way they did, why not just put him in like a suit that actually made him look like the wide Maui character, make him look more cartoonish? I don't know. There's a lot of ways they could have gone with that. I don't know that they went the right way. It's not shaping up to be a gangbuster film. I think we're going to have a very strange year at the box office in 2026, where there's a lot of movies with high expectations that are just end up being low performers. I think Spider-Man, that might do well, but I haven't seen enough in the previews of Spider-Man to make me all that interested in this one. Not like it was for not like it was for No Way Home. And you let me know. Hey, Big Dude 1234, he says, hi. I saw somebody else in the chat too earlier that I don't normally see in the chat. It was is, but I'm trying to go back and see who. I feel like I missed somebody in the chat, or they took their chat away. I don't know. I thought I saw somebody else in there. Seabrew said entertainment is so hit and miss. All forms of disconnect. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that, Seabrew. It's unbelievable. It's sad. The number of just heavy duty misses that are out there. But yeah, I would have loved to have seen Alani Carvalho in the live action Moana. Obviously, a couple big reasons why she couldn't be in it. But now they're stuck with very likely an underperformer in the current iteration. And if it tracks the same way that Mandalorian and Grogu is, where you have three, literally in Mandalorian and Grogu's third weekend out, they lost the PLF screens and they were outperformed by three YouTube sensations. That's not looking good for the live action Moana.
Back to Super Chats.
Big Dude says he liked and shared this. Well, I appreciate that, Big Dude 1234. We appreciate that. Thank you for chiming in. Big Dude, please do join us on our regular times if you can. If you're out there and you can, please join us at we got Monday at 2:05 p.m., Tuesday at 3:05 p.m., and Wednesday at 4:05 p.m. This is a Dish Extra based on the breaking news of Mario breaking the bank, hitting the bill-in mark. O2RR has chimed in for $1.99. Please play Sharks in the Boardroom instead. Do I have it down there? I have to look. For more sounds. Nope, that says add sounds. I'm looking for Sharks in the Boardroom. What did that do? Did that do anything? Why can't I hear these? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. This is making my heart beat. Okay, are you ready, Seabrew? We're celebrating Seabrew with Sharks in the Boardroom. Wait, I think it started over. Disney stock is down, down, down. Sharks in the boardroom. That's by our good friend Tom. Tom, get back in here. Where'd he go? Yes. That's Big D 1234. That is by our good friend TJ Magnifee. And requested over here by O2RR. This was such a funny comment. By the way, what you are looking at right now, as far as that B-roll is concerned, that's where I live. That's Orlando. That's where I live in Orlando. I think I included this in today's Supergirl video. If you haven't checked it out, in case you weren't aware, Disney stock closed Friday below 100. We can check that out too. Let's do that. Let's just take a look. By the way, no financial advice on this channel whatsoever, but we do, for the purpose of entertainment and entertainment news coverage, we do check. And let's take a look, if you will, at where it is right now. There you go. $99.71. I give you no advice whatsoever. But there it is. Here's my question. We got 3 out of 5 on the Super Chat goal. We don't have much longer to be on here. How about if I share one more story, and let's see if for only $2, 2 more, we can hit that Super Chat goal today. That would be amazing. The thing about the thing about setting the goals and hitting the goals, it's a YouTube algorithm thing. Just to let you guys know. So if you set a goal and then you hit the goal, even if it's small, the YouTube algorithm sees that you hit the goal, and then they share your video out more. So it really does help the channel. That's why sometimes I'll set the goal for like only $1.99, because, well, it just really helps the YouTube algorithm. And when we hit it, we just really appreciate that. So we are going to move on, and we are going to move on to another story. And in so doing, if you guys want to help, please think about the supers that you're putting up there, and put the good ones in, and we will celebrate all of those. But let's get this one. If I can, I don't have a producer today. I'm producing myself today, right? I know it makes you guys where did that go? There's something I wanted to see here, and it went where it makes you guys wonder this.
Hell does this have to do with anything? Tell me what's happening!
Well, what's happening is apparently Star Wars correction is in
Now then, it is your turn. Canon correction in progress.
I love that one. I don't know how you guys feel about that one, but let's get on to our second story. The Mandalorian and Grogu box office collapse continues as the third weekend tracking points to another massive drop. Oh, holy good night. The stars are brightly shining. Also by our good friend Marvin Montanaro. Pedro Pascal unmasked in The Mandalorian. YouTube, Star Wars. Pedro looks a little frustrated in that picture. Do you think he's maybe not happy with how the box office is turning out? Do you think that maybe Disney's not happy that they ruined Star Wars the moment they fired Gina Carano? Why? Well, because Jon Favreau had a plan. Jon Favreau had a plan, and that plan heavily involved Gina Carano. And when who knows what kind of an anti-conservative. I wouldn't even say really an anti common sense person, an anti-common sense person. I got to do what I got to do, man. An anti-common sense person fired Gina Carano, released that to social media, and all of that happened before Disney had any control over it. So I don't even know if that was even above Kathleen Kennedy's head. All I know is that it was a huge mistake. And I don't think Disney at the time realized the mistake of firing Gina Carano has cost that company, I would say, over $1 billion easily. And yes, we did hit the goal. Thank you. Yay. Yeah. And if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. But I 100% totally believe that firing Gina Carano was the straw that broke the camel's back when it came to Star Wars, because Jon Favreau had plans to release Rangers of the New Republic starring Gina, and his plans for Boba Fett, The Mandalorian, and Grogu going forward, and probably other things that affected other pieces of Star Wars going forward, were just totally shifted. He was blindsided by that, and I don't know if they even have a way back. But this is proof positive right here that they screwed the pooch when they let go of Gina Carano. Disney and Lucasfilm's The Mandalorian Grogu appears headed for yet another disastrous weekend at the box office, with new industry tracking suggesting the film could fall another 63% in its third frame and finish the weekend with just $9 million domestically. Oh my goodness. The projection comes from industry tracking Exhibitor Relations Company, which posted on X that the film is looking at a third weekend haul of approximately 9 million, bringing its domestic total to around 155 million. This is not the way. Mando and Grogu will drop another 63% in its third week. Oh, look at poor little Baby Grogu. So sad, Baby Grogu, Baby Yoda. Oh, dude's 50. Get over it. If those numbers hold, it would mark yet another brutal chapter in what has quickly become one of the most disappointing theatrical runs in modern Star Wars history. A historic low point for Disney Star Wars. The warning signs were there from the beginning. Despite the franchise's first theatrical release in 7 years, The Mandalorian and Grogu opened with the lowest debut of any Disney-era Star Wars film. The movie earned approximately $82 million over its three-day opening weekend and $97 million across the four-day memorial frame, finishing below Solo, A Star Wars Story, and far below the heights once associated with the franchise. Oh, no. Yeah. Second weekend collapse rate. Boy, did ever. Look, I don't even think we need to really finish the story. You guys can read it over there at That Park Place. But here's the deal. Mandalorian Grogu. There's no reason to see it theatrically. There's just no reason for it. It is what it is. Look, here's the good news about The Mandalorian and Grogu sucking so bad. There's a really, really good chance that Pedro Pascal doesn't get a lot of work in the future, which will help a lot with him being out of the cultural zeitgeist, out of the discussions, and maybe a little bit less Pedro Pascal also means a little bit less
Weird.
And I think that would be good for all of society. Don't you agree? Well, you can agree. You don't have to agree. But what I would agree with is that you guys are super.
Back to Super Chats.
Yes, we've got super duper support. We have met the goal. O2RR says, quick live screaming note. Marvin is planning on Lego Batman on that gameplay, so keep your eye on it later tonight. If I'm awake, I will. Depends. After the show, I will be doing a half an hour of yoga today, and we will see how it goes. So as far as if anybody's following my fitness stuff, I don't know if you are or not. I'm down roughly 45 pounds. I have entered into the 220s. I weighed myself earlier today. I was 229.8, but I've seen myself as low as 227.6 pounds. I'm going for under 10% body fat. Right now, I'm still over 20% body fat, but I started off at around 35% body fat and then moved down to around 23% body fat. So I think I'm doing well. It just takes a long time. Now, the goal was ask me anything. So please feel free to ask me anything because we met the goal. Yay. And then I wanted to see something here. Do you guys know if Valiant is streaming by any chance? I don't think I can go and check that, but was trying to add a redirect to Valiant Renegade earlier. And I don't see it on here. Sorry, you're looking at the top of my head. I've got to look over here. Because he usually streams on Sundays, but I don't know if the way that he streams on Sundays is just like bam and it pops up. Because I would redirect to Valiant Renegade, but I don't see anything pre-programmed to redirect to. So let me know, but also feel free right now in the chat. You guys ask me anything. O2RR says, feel free to count this towards whatever you like. Well, I'm counting it towards the goal because it went towards the goal. Those, thank you so much for chiming in. Let's celebrate O2RR. There you go. And Freedom Seeker, you're my huckleberry for thy goal. Even though you're talking about Mandalorian and Grogu. How about no more Pedro, right? Freedom Seeker, how about a little bit of Culture Bear for you? We are working on your clip, yours, and I think Sebrew has a clip coming up. Bruce Newhouse, I think we got a clip for him, and Lady Gamester, we got to work on a clip for her. But in the meantime, a little bit of Culture Bear. Well, we have hit the 1 hour mark. Do you guys have any questions for me? I said ask me anything, but I don't see anybody asking anything. Anything that I could tell you. Any jobs that I've had that I've looked at. You guys want to my first job? You guys want to know my very first job that I ever had? Let me see if I can find it. It was in St. Louis, Missouri. Well, outside of St. Louis, Missouri, really. I will tell you the story. He says, hold on. Okay. Bizopedia is performing a quick security check so that I can tell you about my very, very first job that I ever had right after I turned 15 years old. I was literally Um, I was 14 years old when I was a kid. When I was a kid, most kids that I know wanted to work. We all wanted to have our own money. When I was 14 years old, I definitely wanted to have. Oh, okay. We've been interrupted, but yeah, okay. So I will tell you that story later. How long did I live in Vegas? When is the last time you visited since? Excellent questions. I lived in. Let's see. So I went to massage school in 1999. By the way, gas was really, really low. Right before I went to massage school, this was the end of May or the beginning of June. I think it was the end of May 1999. Gas had gotten down to, you're not going to believe this, 69 cents a gallon at one of my local stations, all the way down to 60. Now, it was a really, really low, and then it jumped back up, but it was like normally 99 cents a gallon at that time in 1999. And they coordinated or whatever. Anyway, so I lived in Vegas. I went to school in Utah for massage therapy. I went to Utah College of Massage Therapy in Linden, Utah, starting in June of 1999, ended in December of 1999. And I was looking for massage jobs in Las Vegas at a spa. And the reason I was gravitating towards Las Vegas is the reason I went to massage therapy school in the first place was because I wanted something to do while I was building an entertaining career. So I gravitated towards Las Vegas because my stepbrother lived in Las Vegas, and that gave me a free place to stay in Las Vegas when I first got there. But here's what happened. I lived there for 2 years, and this is why. I'm giving a much longer answer than you wanted, I'm sure. But I moved to Las Vegas. I went down to Las Vegas in December of 1999. Then I went to Chicago to celebrate the new year. And the Millennium New Year, 1999 to 2000, I was in Chicago for the ball drop, the big thing there. And then I came back, and so when I went to visit my stepbrother to see about a place to live, this is what happened with the job situation. Even though I planned on getting a massage therapy job in Las Vegas, I ended up opening up my own massage place in Las Vegas, but it was weird. I didn't do anything with it. I had a place, I rented it out. It didn't cost me hardly anything. So it was fine, but I ended up doing very, very little massage work in Las Vegas, but I did do some, just not much. And the reason why is I went to the Stratosphere Tower with my stepbrother because that's one of the places I wanted to go. And it was before the New Year's. This was in December, that week between Christmas and New Year's in December of 1999. I went to the Stratosphere Tower, and there was a caricature artist up there. And I sat down, talked to him. He wanted to hire me, and he wanted me to work on New Year's Eve, but I already had the plans to go to Chicago, so I didn't work on New Year's Eve. But I got a caricature job, and I was doing caricatures at the top of the Stratosphere Tower instantaneously before I ever moved there, which is also how I ended up in Orlando, Florida, too. The caricature thing, really, really weird how caricatures have controlled part of my life. I kept been controlled simply by the fact that I can draw people with funny big heads and little bodies. So I'd go do that. I come back. I moved in with my stepbrother. I had none of my own stuff because I had moved from Utah, which I, was living there with friends. Didn't have all my stuff was back in Missouri. So I move in with my stepbrother and his wife and their kids. Had my room upstairs. Was working in the Stratosphere Tower, and about 6 months later, I think, is when I got a job at as a gondolier. But during that time, I had so much happen to me during that time. I signed on with Nevada School of Massage Therapy as a fill-in massage teacher because they were associated with the school that I went to for massage therapy. I had an agent. I immediately got sent by that agent to go on the audition for the Skyscreamer commercial, which you see at the beginning of the Dish thing, and became the Skyscreamer guy, got the part. It was the funniest audition ever. That's a whole new different story. I'm not going to go into that now, but I was there. I got cast among 400 possible people auditioned for that role, and I got cast as the Skyscreamer guy. So an accomplishment of mine, I feel. I can scream better than anybody else and pretend I'm falling. And the last time and then 9/11 happened while I was there. And at that point in time, I had gotten married, and this is my now ex-wife. That marriage lasted like 8 years. Anyway, that situation, because of 9/11, we decided that we wanted to be closer to family, and I moved back to Missouri at the beginning of 2002. So really, it was all of the year 2000 and all of the year 2001, literally those calendar years. Those were the 2 years I was in Vegas. The last time that I remember visiting, I think, was 2011. And that was for an event. So I don't think I've been back there since 2011. Hebrew 1138 asks, what's the best and worst jobs that I've ever had? What's the worst job I've ever had? Oh, okay. Worst job I've ever had, which I don't think I've ever even listed. I don't think when I went through that list of jobs that I had on Pro Show, I forgot about this one. This was bad. I worked for, I want to say, a few days, like not very long. A few days. This was the worst job that I ever had in a boxing facility. Yes, it was exactly what it sounds like. It was a facility where all we did was box up specific merchandise, and the specific merchandise was perfume cachets, little things that like you put like potpourri stuff. We were boxing up potpourri. I worked there for a couple days. I hated it. Didn't stay very long. That was the worst. What's the best? This is, I mean, outside of YouTube, which I love, like this with YouTube, what I love is I love you guys. First of all, like this is the biggest thing. Like I actually have an audience that I can communicate with, and so I will start to cry because it jazzes me so much. I love you guys, and it's become a thing that I didn't even know. There's other things about YouTube that I've always been passionate about, but this whole thing with the live audiences, I'm just like super passionate about you guys, and I love you guys so much, and you're there. So yeah, YouTube's certainly the best, and YouTube's the first thing that I've ever actually done in my life that I really, really feel not just a passion for, but a purpose in, and I love that. So thank you. Seriously, thank you for that. Definitely the best. Outside of YouTube, however, job-wise, what was the best? The highest paying was certainly being a server at Walt Disney World. Highest paying, not by the hour, but there were literally days that I didn't have my highest day there ever. The highest day that I've ever had as far as what I made in a day, I made over $1,500 one day as a caricature artist. So that was the highest day I've ever had and the highest pay I've ever had. The highest pay I ever had at Disney was really, really close to $1,000 that I brought home one night. But that was working a special event. On an average, though, I would make $300, $400, $500 a night on average at Disney. So it's pretty good money-wise. But as far as the job was concerned, I love the part of it where I get to talk to guests at Disney, but I hated the actual serving job. Like, here's the thing about service. Sebrew, you'll know this, right? Because you serve. The amount of things that you have to stick in your freaking head at one time. Oh, this guy needs milk. This guy needs ketchup. This guy needs all the BS. And at the end of the night, your head has been filled with so much crap that you have to remember about the 30 people that you're serving and all their different wants and needs coming back and forth and all that crap. Oh my gosh. The stress is what gets to me. Now, some people, they deal with it very differently than I do, and they're fine. But I always wanted to be the best as a server. So it was, it was a tough one. So in some ways, serving is both the best and worst jobs. But I think Gondolier in Las Vegas was one of the best jobs I ever had. That was just a job. Just really enjoyed doing it. Outside of the politics that were there, the job itself was a blast, absolute blast. And then just performing, entertaining, being on stage. My 3-year run of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat was fabulous in Branson, Missouri. Definitely, that's the best. But then the best role that I ever played and that I had fun with was Gaston, of course, in Beauty and the Beast. Hello, Belle. And by the way, Gaston, even though it had nothing to do with Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, it is what I used for my audition that got me the role. And what I used was basically just the Gaston LeFou intro, which was, "Well, you didn't miss a shot, Gaston. You're the greatest hunter in the whole world. No beast alive stands a chance against you. No girl for that matter.
It's true, LeFou, and I've got my sights
set on that one. The inventor's daughter?
She's the one. The lucky girl I'm going to marry.
But she's
The most beautiful girl in town. And that makes her the best at. And don't I deserve the best?"
Yep. That's what I did for the audition for Joseph, and that's what got to me. So there's my answer for best and worst jobs that I've ever had. What are some of my favorite foods and cuisines? Swordfish. I love, love, love swordfish. If I am out and about at a nice restaurant and swordfish is available, man, do I ever love swordfish. I am so happy when swordfish is on the menu. My favorite, generally though, my favorite food, burgers, dude. I love burgers. The better the burger, I will eat. By the way, there's a burger challenge I was supposed to do for Kevin, who from Tuber Chat. I haven't done it yet, and it's a s'mores burger, which is something I made up myself. But basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. You take a bacon cheeseburger and you slap a s'more on top of that, and then you put it between the bun, and then you eat it. I still haven't done it. I will do it. I'll be happy to do it. I will eat that stuff. That makes me happy. Right now, I'm not eating any of that because the calories would kill me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no. I know how it is when you get home from work at a restaurant. When you get home at a restaurant, your brain is fried. I will tell you, this is the way that I felt when I came home from working at a restaurant. I wanted to just immediately forget everything. Yeah. I'm looking for a redirect here. Let's see what I find. No, that's not it. That's not it, guys. That's not the redirect that I wanted. Ah! Dagnabbit? I'm when you see me doing that, what's happening is I am trying to manipulate my screen with my fingers, and rather than manipulate the screen, it chose something for me that I did not want. What do we got? Yeah, no, it's about Berlin, Star Wars, blah, 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 blah. I'm looking. When is this? Nope, that's tomorrow at 4:00. That's not going to work. That's not a good. Trying to see coming up. I'm a part of the Fish Are Friends, Not Food group. John, make it rain. So what does that mean? You don't eat fish? Are you vegan? Are you vegetarian? Gaston or the Swedish Chef? Yes, I will take Gaston or the Swedish Chef. What is your favorite thing to hunt when you go hunting? I haven't hunted in years. The only thing I've ever hunted is like squirrel when I was a kid. So I live in Florida now. If I were to go hunting, it would probably be for alligator. I have no issue with hunting or fishing. But it's just not something that is really much of a part of my life right now. It could be, but just at the moment, it's just not. Newsmax. Nope. No. What's that? Let's see. All right. Well, Disparu. You guys get Disparu. I'm going to save that one. And we'll send you over there. Okay. Never been hunting. It's just been a long time. We sold property in Missouri when I was a kid. I'm sending you guys over to Disparu. So yeah. Marvel, Stream, Lego, Batman. Again, that's about it. Yep. Hey, thank you for sticking with that Park Place. We appreciate it. But of course, we're also friends with the Geeks and Gamers and those people over there. Disparu is a great guy. And that's where I'm going to send you over to. Guys, thank you for chiming in. Thank you for helping me meet the goal tonight. We really appreciate that. Woofle McGruffle, Freedom Seeker, who is getting a clip soon. O2RR, and Freedom Seeker again, and O2RR. Everybody that's been here in the chat, we appreciate every single one of you. I have got to go do my yoga, and then I got to go stick with my diet best as I possibly can. Big Dude 1234, thank you for coming in, being a part of the place. Please do click that like button, subscribe if you have not done so yet, and click that notifications bell. When you click it, you stick it to the YouTube algorithm. You get notified of all of our uploads here at Follow the Bradley's Fun. Also, if there is a hype button, hype up everything. Go back, watch all of my old videos, put the playlist on in the background. Watch. It's the watch hours that really hit everything more than anything else. And you know what? Your choices are like YouTube or Disney, and you don't be a Disney adult.
Now there are adults without children that go to Disney, and they're called weirdos. Very nice people, absolutely crazy. Even the Comic-Con people are like, yeah, they're a little frightening. I got a Batman living room, but these people are scary.
Don't be a Disney adult. Instead, you know what you want to do? You want to be a VIP.
Sir, seeing as how the VP is such a VIP, shouldn't we keep the PC on the QT? Because if it leaks to the VC, you can end up an MIA, and then we'd all be put on KP.
I would like to leave the room now.
Oh, yes, sir.
I would like to leave the stream now. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We love you so much. We appreciate every single one of you. We will see you tomorrow after that Park Place at noon. We will see you here at 2:05 p.m. Eastern. Who knows who the panel will be, or even if there will be a panel. We don't know if there will be a panel tomorrow, but we'll check it out and see. Guys, thanks so much. Until next time, we'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao!
Dishes are done, man. Cleans them down to the shot. Ah!